Yeah. Hello. Hi. Yeah.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
My question is, you already told a little bit, but still, this concept is not clear right now.
Mm-hmm.
Means how I can apply the Wireshark in real production scenario. So you will describe later, or
No,
because
no.
you.
I mean, okay. So this is simple. I mean, we are running the capture with the tool, right? I mean, if you go right click and if you do a capture, it captures all your traffic, right? Right from your layer one to layer seven, you'll see all the traffic, right?
But in
You got.
real production, how I can enable this means.
This is very simple. I would say you can it depends on the vendor, right? But if you ask me in the Cisco, you have to do just there are multiple ways to do a capture. Example, if you want to offload your traffic to a specific port, example, if you connect your, I'll tell you where is the computer. Okay. Then so generally what I do is it's a bit hard because if you connect a device like this and if you try to offload all your traffic back to this computer, and if you have a Wireshark, you can see all the traffic. But what generally I do is I run this command that's called embedded packet capture. So all the new devices, I mean even the latest devices of Cisco, because since I am working in Cisco, I don't know about the other vendor devices, but there is a feature called an embedded packet capture. So instead of you're offloading your traffic back to your computer, all you have to do is you have to write a command like monitor capture, and you can give a name, and then you have to create an ACL. Example, if you can create an ACL IP access list test, and then you can match your IP, all the IP protocols, right? IPv4, any. Generally, I do this test match all your IP packets. That's it. And if you map this access list to your what is that? Your capture your capture profile. So that's going to capture all your TCP packets. But I don't know here in the in the EVNG I cannot do this embedded packet capture here. I tried
Okay.
wanted capture point, but that's very simple. See, like this, you have to start your capture once you do that.
Okay.
Praveen, hi Praveen. This is Deva here. I
One
mean,
minute, 1 minute, Deva. Yeah, I'll come to you. So, what's your name? I mean, the one you were talking to me, right?
My name,
Yeah, your name?
Deepa Shaha.
Deepasha. Okay. So, Deepasha, that is pretty simple. I mean, if you want, I'll give a command. I don't know the vendor, what vendor device you're using. So it differs, but generally, so for some other vendors, they say TCP dump. In Cisco, they say it's embedded packet capture feature. But basically, you're capturing all your TCP dump, your whole packet. It has everything, right? Right from your layer 2 to layer 7, your BGP stuff or whatever it is, whatever you're running. It's a whole TCP dump. So once you do that, all you have to do is maybe you definitely you have a jump box, right? You might have a jump box. So I always do this. So you can copy from Flash. You Where is this? Copy this. This is actually in the real world. It's different. Let me tell
uh,
you.
yeah,
One
Praveen.
minute.
Actually, I was trying to tell that only we in our scenario we used to save as a .pcap file and we will take that through FTP and we will view it in Wireshark. Normally, we will do like
No,
that.
no, no, no. Now we are actively doing it. Now we are
Okay, okay.
actively going to the device and doing it. But instead, here again, this is a EVNG, I don't see a command for a flash. So generally what I will do, I will copy the pcap. I will copy the pcap. Example, copy test to flash. There is a command in the no real routers. Flash that will save your pcap file to your flash. So from flash, you can copy to your external server. It can be your FTP or it can be your SCP. So I generally do a copy flash to my jump box, right? My remote host. So it just transfers the files there. It may be 5 or 2 MB file. So from the jump box, I inspect and I find problem. That's how I work and I do. But here, being in the lab, we run the capture like this. But that's, as I told you, that's very simple procedure. The whole thing is how your understanding and how you're going to troubleshoot with Wireshark is the key here. I mean, taking a PCAP from a vendor is with the documents, and I think definitely you can do it.
Okay.
Is that I answered your question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, the second one, I don't remember. Who's that? Was trying to
Yeah,
talk to me, right? Yeah.
yeah, this is Deva here. No.
Hi, Deva.
Regarding
Yeah.
hi. In my scenario, when my load balancer actually proxy server, we found retransmission in the Wireshark. It was a slowness issue and intermediate issue. When we package, so if the retransmission means what it is saying, that the receiver is not responding. So again, I am sending the packet, right? That is the understanding, right?
Yeah, I mean, who is sending the retransmission? Example here in my router is sending
Source.
trying to reach the R2. So whomsoever ever is sending the retransmission to the destination is not responding, right? That's the whole
Yes.
point of retransmission. So why the destination is not responding back? That's how you have to figure out. Why you have to go there to the destination port or the gateway. You have to see your ARP. You can ping locally. Is it active? That's a primary check we do, right? With the ARP, you have to check the ARP of a device where the particular host gateway is configured, and if you can ping there, or if you can trace the MAC address.
Okay.
Those troubleshootings you have to do. Yeah.
Oh. Thank you, Fred. Thank you.
Yeah. Basically, retransmission is something the host is not alive. It's down.
Okay.
Like you have run the command TCP. Like you run the command show TCP brief. If I have a more than 20 neighbor, so can we run that command?
Sorry, can you repeat it one more time?
Like you have run the command for BGP to check the BGP TCP connection command like show TCP brief, right?
Yeah. You guys can hear him actually really.
Not intensive.
Your voice is breaking in the middle. Yeah, I didn't completely got your question.
Praveen Deva here. What he's trying to tell is you are putting show TCP, right? So
Yeah.
whether in my scenario, whether I can see show TCP and I can see all the connections like that
Absolutely, you can do that. That's I compared the same the ports we compared with Wireshark, right? It's an active connection. Yes, you can run. Yeah, maybe the commands may be a little different, but you can definitely do that. You guys can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Praveen.
Okay. I mean, I thought connection is lost. Yeah.
And also you are telling again the way you are telling this routing, we can figure out if we see the TTL value is getting decreased, right?
Yeah.
So for example, this scenario, first router R1 is there. So if I do packet capture on the interface, obviously what will in second hop, if I see it will be 255 will be reduced to 128, then I can confirm there is no routing issue.
Yeah. Usually I would suggest the TTL you have to compare from if you're doing from 1 to 2, right? So always you have to check from 2 to 1, because the TTL, how it works is, okay, if I send the TTL message here from here to here, so this is going to decrement and send it back again. So the decrement, it happens in the destination. So you have to always check the destination IP, header details to check your TTL. That's how I do always.
Okay.
Because every time, the example, if the TTL, you know how it works, right? I mean, if I want to reach R4, this is 2 hop away. So this router is going to put my TTL as 1 and try to reach here. But I cannot reach. So it makes a 0 and send it here. So now router thinks that, okay, I cannot reach with 1 hop. It may be 2 hops away. So it makes a TTL2. It goes here. It makes us 1. Yeah. And then again, it forwarded back again here. 2. Now it reaches, right? So it will come back again. So that's how it reaches. If it is 4 hop away, it will die in the third hop and it will come back again. Okay, now with 2 hops, I cannot reach and I have to make my TTL to 3 because it may be in 3 hops. So every time it dies, it increments the value by 1. That's how TTL works. Yeah.
Okay.
So if TTL is decrementing, so definitely I have a
Praveen, are you-
routing and my packet is advancing to the destination. That is the
Okay.
proof. Yeah.
Okay. And another thing, if it is asymmetric routing, whether we can see in packet capture, we can able to track it or asymmetric routing. For example, if the traffic is from R1, they need to reach to R5 or 6. But
Okay.
return traffic is coming instead of R1, R2, R6, it is coming from R6, R3, R1.
Okay.
In this scenario, just curiosity, I'm asking whether we can able to through Wireshark, whether we can able to track that. Normally, we will do this in trace route in the destination side, and from the source to destination, we will do on trace route, and also from destination, we will perform on trace route, and we will compare it normally. So in Wireshark is whether we can able to track that or just want to
Yeah,
check.
you can track the bidirectional flow, right?
Okay.
Yeah. You can
Okay.
definitely do it. So
Okay.
trace route
Yeah,
even from source if you're doing it. Yeah. Well, let's just finish this. Yeah, definitely I'll come back to you. So generally wherever from source or destination, wherever you do a trace route,
Okay.
so you will see the capture. But for few scenarios, it is always good to do a capture on source and destination. So it depends on the scenario, your problem. But for a trace route, yeah, you can do it from one side. That is fine.
Okay. Thanks, Ray.
Yeah, no problem.
Hi Praveen, this is Raju. Can you please tell me, is HSRP and VRF topics covered in this course? Are those topics?
Let me
Only 2 topics, HSRP and VRF, virtual router forwarding.
quickly check.
I checked the content, but I did not see those topics, HSRP and VRF.
Yeah, 1 minute. Okay, let me share my screen. Yep. Tell me, okay, the question is, are we going to talk about VRRP and HSRP? I don't think we have a HSRP and VRRP. But you want HSRP and VRRP?
Yes, sir. I only HSRP and VRF, virtual router forwarding.
Oh, okay, yeah, that is actually people demanded for. Okay.
Oh,
VRF, yeah, we can do VRF.
okay.
Sir, excuse me.
Yeah.
I have a question regarding the dynamic routing. Are you willing to explain this in details? Because in my environment, we only use static routing, but it's been a while, since I get I get some lessons on the dynamic routing. So will you explain this in details?
Yeah. We have a lab for OSPF. We have a lab for BGP. Yeah, the complete OSPF and BGP. Yeah, we will cover the complete OSPF and BGP. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
This is the first day of class, right? So I'm just showing you how the Wireshark works. Because day one, if you jump into a BGP and if I'm doing stuff like configuring, that's not going to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Praveen, one question from my side. Is I'm audible?
Yeah, you're audible. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
So
audible.
you have shown that. Yeah, okay. So you have shown the command like show BGP, show TCP brief.
Mm-hmm.
So suppose if I have a 10 or 15 plus neighbors, so shall we run that command? Whether it is a TCP, whether it is CPU intensive?
No, that is not CPU intense task. No, it is just you're looking at the TCP headers, right?
Okay.
That is actually within the device. I mean, we are not additionally running any logs that exist in the device. You're just giving a show command to see the TCP connection. That's it.
Okay. And one more thing, when you're showing that that pcap file on Wireshark, so black that whenever you shown that the retransmission, so the color code is black. So you have made it color code.
No, that is a default color coding. But you can manually change the colors in the profiles. We can do. We will discuss that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey,
They are
Praveen,
default colors. Yeah.
Yeah. One more question. This
Yeah.
is Monish here. As you told, there will be, if there are any blocks in the network, we'll see the retransmission, right? But where
Not block. It's not a block. If I am not receiving a SYNAC back, if I am not receiving a TCP response from the destination, I should see TCP retransmission.
Okay, like you said, if there is any in the firewall, if there is any a rule is not placed, so then we'll see the retransmission. That's the reason, just like got confusion when I went for troubleshoot sessions. When there is a block, I see the reset packet. So that's what, just confusion.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right, but it depends on the policies. I mean, I just said, and for an example, yeah, obviously, if you're blocking the ports, it should be a reset. If you're completely breaking your connection, if the firewall couldn't find a route to the destination,
yeah,
example, then it is a retransmission.
Yeah, got you.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
One more question, Praveen. This is my last question from this session. Suppose I have seen like when working on the firewall side, I have seen like many times like Windows side, the ports are not able to listen the services. So, but they are still saying and complaining that we are not able to connect with the TCP port 443 or any other ports. So what we can see in the Wireshark for those conditions, and we quickly say that no, you are not able to listen there, because we are generally checking telnet and to check those ports open or not. But from the Wireshark front, how can we? Is there any specific thing we can see in the Wireshark for that?
Yeah, if you do a telnet to a specific IP and the destination port, you're trying to establish a TCP connection over the specific port. In the Wireshark, it will show you if that is refusing the connection, you should see the reset. If the IP is active but the port is blocked, you should see a reset there.
Yeah, the port is open. Means on firewall side the port is open, but at the server level the port is not listening their services.
That is again, see, it's a host-to-host communication, right? Okay, you opened a port in the firewall, but you closed the port in the destination. Then again, that particular destination is not ready to respond on the specific port where you want to connect, right?
Right.
Then it is a reset, right?
Got it.
But in the Wireshark, what you can see, in the command prompt, if you do, it says just connected or not connected. But there exactly you can see who is doing a reset. There you go. So you can spot, okay, it's an endpoint is doing a reset. You have to go and find is it locally the port is opened or not? If it is a well-known port, example, if it is an SSH 22 or if it is FTP 21, if you're blocking that particular port on that specific device, then it will give a complete insight of, okay, who is doing a reset, right? That actually happened. The confusion happens, right? Who is not responding? That's something from the command prompt. I don't think we can see that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Praveen.
Yeah, no problem.
Praveen, they were here again. This payload they used to call, not that much familiar. What is a payload? What it is denotes?
Okay, payload is very simple. You can imagine this. For my router,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
for the router, I mean, not my router, for the router,
Okay.
all matters is source IP and destination IP.
Correct.
That's it. I just want to forward the info. I mean, I know this device works in purely a layer 3, and all I look for is a source IP and destination IP, and I'm going to forward it. Apart
Yeah.
from everything, apart from this, what is the application you're using?
Okay.
What is the layer 2 information? What is layer 4 information? Everything is a payload for him.
You mean production IPs instead of management IP, right? Production IP.
No. I'm telling only
Okay.
source IP and destination IP is a value for him. Other than that, it just looks all the other details as a payload. The whole thing is a payload. Your application, your layer 2 information, your layer 4 information, or using TLS. It doesn't care about anything. Everything is a payload for him. For every layer, it's like that. For a switch, L2 header is a value. I mean, I just look for source MAC, destination MAC. That's it. And apart from that, and along with the L2 header, the whole L2 header, I'm telling you, have multiple parameters inside the L2 header. Apart from that, all are payload for him. All the other parameters are payload for him, other than L2 header.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Is it any other questions, guys, or we can wrap up this call?
Hello.
Yeah.
I have just one question. We already asked Prajavati, means we allow the port from firewall, but customer still unable to connect this port. Okay, by
No.
so
What is the question again? Can you
the question
make it
is
slowly?
means the question is I have allowed the port, okay, for particular destination, means particular destination server, okay, from firewall, but still customer unable to reach the port. Okay, that time we tell to customer, okay, you check the server end, maybe port is blocked at server end. Okay, so but server team telling continuously, no, our site is okay, your site is have some problem. So how can I prove that my site is okay, your site is fine? That time you told reset option is there. By reset option, I can identify. I can means my site have no fault. Server side had some problem, right?
Yeah.
So by Wireshark, how I can see, means like same way, means I collect the pickup file, and by those file I can see in Wireshark, right? By this process, right?
Absolutely. Either
Okay.
the best way it should be, what type of connection they are trying to establish, I don't know, but it can be anything. But if they take a PCAP and when they're trying to establish a connection, right? If you're generating your traffic, if they're trying to establish a connection from the server to whatever the destination if they desire to make a connection, they can run the capture. There they can find who is resetting the connection. Is it because this is a host to host communication, right? Firewall is just in the middle. you are just blocking or allowing, right? So you're just doing these two things. But what is the actual destination? So you should take a capture either on the source or either on the destination. So you said the destination is a server. So it is good to run a capture there, do a remote session, do a capture there, establish a connection that generates the traffic. There you can exactly spot who is resetting the connection. There you can find where it is blocked. Is it blocked? Since you said it's allowed in the firewall, if the traffic is coming from the source that goes through your firewall and you allowed the port, and if I think here maybe based on your scenario I'm telling, it's blocking. Otherwise you have to also check in the source. You can also do the capture in the source. Is it the source is in your LAN? It's in your control?
Yes.
Then you can do a capture in the source. Instead of asking him, you can run the capture in the source and you just ask him to generate a traffic. Now you try to establish a connection to my source. So once he do that, you can exactly find the reset there. But we will see the lab. I mean, in the lab, we have those parameters. I mean, if we just go here, for example, if this is the destination R5, right? So if I block this port in R5 using an ACL, and if I am trying to establish a BGP peering, it's using a TCP. So if I block port 179 over here, if I try to establish a BGP connection, I should see a reset coming in from R5 because R5 port 177 is blocked. Yeah, forcefully I'm blocking it. So it's not going to respond on the port 179 because I blocked that port. I don't want to respond to that port. That port is closed. So it's like that. So it's going to send a reset. R5 is going to send a reset to R1. I am not ready to establish a connection with you. So no more. If TCP connection is not established, your application traffic or whatever, maybe your communication will get broken, right?
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi Praveen, Yoshi this side.
Yeah. Hello.
So I have a query regarding stream index option we saw on the Wireshark. So is it something which is used to identify the TCP packets with respect to a particular TCP connection?
Yeah. I mean, see, if you take the whole, okay, so example, you take this R1. R1 is trying to establish a connection to, 1 minute, let me erase this. So this R1 trying to establish a connection to R2 over TCP. So Wireshark look into this as a stream index. The complete R1, R2 communication is happening over TCP. So example, if you are trying to establish a HTTP connection to a different destination R3, that is a totally different TCP stream. It's like that. Stream index is unique for every single connection. Different protocols, different destinations. It's like that.
It would be unique.
Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions, guys? Or can we wrap up this call?
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, Praveen, I'm good.
Thank you. Okay, guys, then we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Sir Praveen.
Yeah.
Sir, could you please add the course VRF course topic VRF topic?
Yeah, we will do VRF. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay, then fine. We can close this call.
Thank you, Praveen.